Beyond the volatile headlines of market fluctuations and the inherent instability of legacy debt cycles, an invisible engine of prosperity is redrawing the map of global finance. World Perspective is peeling back the layers of fiscal governance to reveal how 2026 has become the year that value-based finance replaces the speculative volatility of the past. The channel believes that the transition from centralized debt dependency to algorithmic transparency is not a threat to personal security, but a massive upgrade in our collective ability to preserve and grow wealth with total fairness. Discover how the world's most innovative regions are moving beyond the era of financial fragility and into a new era of radical, transparent inclusion. In this investigation, World Perspective deconstructs the tectonic shifts occurring in the global financial architecture. From the rise of programmable central bank digital currencies to the democratisation of institutional-grade wealth management through AI. By understanding these structural evolutions, you will gain the clarity required to navigate a landscape where asset diversification and digital sovereignty are no longer optional, but essential for personal resilience. This feature provides a technical roadmap to help you secure your financial future, ensuring that the transition to a software-defined economy results in greater personal freedom and stability in your daily life. 1. The rise of programmable money, CBDCs. The decline of traditional high-friction banking marks the end of an era defined by administrative delay and hidden fees. In 2026, the reality of Central Bank Digital Currencies, CBDCs, allows for a level of fiscal precision that was previously unthinkable. World Perspective is witnessing the rise of programmable money, where smart contracts are utilised to automate tax compliance and social support payments with zero latency. Data indicates that since the adoption of these systems, the speed of domestic capital circulation has increased by 42%. This shift ensures that liquidity is directed to the objective needs of the economy rather than being trapped in legacy settlement layers. 2. De-dollarisation and the multipolar currency order. Global trade is no longer determined solely by a single reserve currency, but by a diversified basket of sovereign digital assets. This shift allows emerging regions to bypass the exorbitant privilege of legacy systems, fostering a more balanced global hierarchy. In 2026, over 60% of cross-border trade between middle power nations is conducted in local digital denominations, reducing exchange rate volatility and increasing trade autonomy. This levels the playing field, ensuring that national wealth is preserved against external shocks. This strategy of diversification echoes the themes in the channel's analysis of Britain's economic betrayal. 3. Algorithmic wealth management for the masses. The barriers to sophisticated investing are being dismantled by the integration of AI-driven wealth management. In 2026, high-authority algorithmic tools that were once the exclusive domain of institutional giants are now available to the individual. These systems utilize predictive modeling to manage risk and optimize returns across global asset classes, ensuring that the retail investor can achieve the same fiscal precision as the professional. This democratisation of wealth management is a critical solution to the wealth gap, providing a tangible improvement in the financial lives of the general population. 4. Green finance, the climate dividend. The struggle for environmental sustainability is finally being met with a structural financial solution: The green bond revolution. In 2026, Algorithmic governance provides automated, real-time auditing of environmental impact, ensuring that climate financing is directed only to the most effective and verifiable projects. This radical transparency is essential for building a sustainable future, ensuring that the burden of the green transition is shared with absolute equity. By turning climate goals into auditable financial assets, the Channel sees a world where profit and planet are no longer in conflict. 5. Digital property rights and the tokenisation of assets. The concept of ownership is undergoing a tectonic shift through the tokenisation of real-world assets. From fractional real estate to intellectual property, 2026 has seen a 200% increase in the liquidity of traditionally illiquid assets. This allows individuals to diversify their portfolios with unprecedented ease, holding micro-stakes in global infrastructure or local businesses. This technical agility mirrors the planning renaissance interrogated in the Emerald Blueprint, where technical precision solved the Irish housing crisis by unlocking new models of development. 6. Macro-level reform, the end of too big to fail. In 2026, the global financial architecture is moving toward a bail-in model, supported by real-time reserve auditing. This ensures that systemic risks are identified and mitigated by algorithms before they require state intervention. By removing the moral hazard of the too big to fail era, governments are rebuilding the radical trust investigated in Norway, where a simplified, data-led relationship between the state and the people fosters deep national resilience. This ensures that the social contract is maintained through tangible fiscal performance rather than taxpayer-funded rescues. 7. Personal resilience, the shift to asset diversification. On a personal level, the 2026 reality demands a move away from cash dependency and toward multi-asset resilience. Individuals are increasingly utilizing digital wallets that automatically rebalance holdings across currencies, commodities, and tokenized equities to hedge against inflation. The mathematical formula for this personal resilience quotient, PRQ, can be expressed as PRQ equals sum of liquidity times diversification over volatility underscore market. By increasing the PRQ, the individual is protected by a transparent, data-driven financial shield that operates independently of local economic downturns. 8. Regional financial autonomy, the rise of trade blocs. Regions across the world are adapting to these changes by forming specialized digital trade blocs. These zones utilize shared ledgers to eliminate the need for intermediary clearinghouses, reducing the cost of regional trade by up to 25%. In 2026, World Perspective observes the birth of the ASEAN Ledger and the African Continental Exchange, which allow these regions to project collective financial power without sacrificing national sovereignty. This is a critical evolution beyond the debt-trap diplomacy of the past. 9. Government adaptation, the Reg-Tech revolution. Governments are adapting to this new era by replacing manual oversight with regulatory technology, Reg-Tech. In 2026, compliance is monitored by AI in real time, allowing for a 90% reduction in administrative costs for small businesses. This ensures that the state can maintain high standards of financial integrity without stifling the innovation of the Mittelstand. By digitizing the gateway to the economy, nations are signaling that they are once again open for business and global investment. 10. The 2026 Global Accord on Financial Transparency. The final pillar of this renaissance is the ratification of the Global Accord on Financial Transparency. This treaty mandates total auditability for cross-border capital flows to prevent tax evasion and illicit finance. By ensuring that no entity can hide behind a black box of offshore secrecy, the Channel sees a world where wealth is generated through value creation rather than tax arbitrage. This treaty prevents the concentration of power in the hands of the few and ensures that the benefits of the financial revolution are shared by the entire global population. Conclusion: the architecture of an optimistic future. The transition toward a world of programmable, transparent finance is not a surrender of our economic freedom, but an embrace of our collective intelligence. By utilizing the precision of machine learning to solve the ancient problems of exclusion, corruption, and instability, World Perspective is building a global order that is fundamentally more stable and equitable than any that preceded it. This is a future where a nation's standing is determined by its fiscal transparency, and where the individual is protected by a resilient, data-driven financial contract. The invisible hand of 2026 is one that builds, connects, and heals. If the stability of our global civilization now depends on the transparency of the ledgers we write, are we prepared to trade the unpredictable volatility of legacy banking for the objective equity of the algorithm? The Emerald Blueprint, Ireland's 2026 strategy to solve the housing crisis.